What if I told you one of the toughest, most no-nonsense adventure bikes is back for 2026 and it still refuses to play by modern rules? Yeah, the Kawasaki KLR 650S base is here, and honestly, it's doing things very differently from the rest of the market. No crazy redesign, no wild tech overload, no unnecessary drama, and that's exactly why people are talking about it. Because while other bikes are chasing screens and gadgets, this machine is sticking to what actually works. So let's get straight into it. The 2026 version of the KLR 650S keeps that legendary single-cylinder engine. It's simple, rugged, and built like a tank. Around 600 cc's of pure reliability. It's not here to break speed records. It's here to take you anywhere and bring you back. And this is where it gets interesting. The S version means lower seat height. That's huge. This bike suddenly becomes way more accessible. Shorter riders, daily commuters, even beginners stepping into adventure riding. This bike just opened the door for them. You don't need to wrestle a tall, intimidating machine anymore. You just hop on and go. Now let's talk real-world performance. This isn't a race bike. You're not blasting down highways at insane speeds, but you get something way more valuable. Usable power, smooth torque, predictable throttle. Whether you're cruising the city, hitting back roads, or exploring dirt trails, it just works. No stress, no surprises. And yeah, it's still fuel injected, which means better efficiency and smoother starts compared to older models. Cold mornings? No problem. But here's the real thing. Kawasaki didn't try to overcomplicate it. You still get that old-school adventure vibe, solid frame, long suspension travel, strong durability. This bike feels like it could survive anything you throw at it. Drop it, it'll probably laugh. Take it off-road, that's where it feels alive. Now, let's be real for a second. Some riders will say it's outdated. No ride modes, no traction control, no fancy electronics. And yeah, they're not wrong, but that's also the whole point. This bike is for riders who want control, who trust their skills more than software, who don't want a screen telling them how to ride. It's raw, it's honest, and that's rare now. Quick pause. If you're into bikes like this, real machines with character, hit that like button and subscribe. There's a lot more coming your way. All right, back to it. Comfort-wise, the KLR S actually does pretty well. The seat is designed for longer rides. The riding position is upright and relaxed. You're not cramped. You're not fighting the bike. You're just riding. And when it comes to fuel range, this is where it quietly dominates. Big tank, efficient engine, you can go far, like really far. This is the kind of bike where you stop riding because you're tired, not because you're out of fuel. Adventure riders know how important that is. Now let's talk design. It still looks like a KLR. Tough, purpose-built, not flashy, no unnecessary styling tricks. Just a machine that looks ready to leave the pavement behind at any moment. Some updated graphics, maybe small refinements, but Kawasaki clearly didn't want to mess with a proven formula. And honestly, good call. But here's where rumors start creeping in. There's talk that Kawasaki might be testing future updates for the KLR platform, possibly more tech, maybe even a more refined engine setup down the line. Nothing confirmed yet, but if that happens, it could change everything. Still, for now, the 2026 KLR 650S stays true to its roots, and that's what makes it special. In a world full of over-engineered bikes, this one feels real. No filters, no gimmicks, just you, the road, and wherever you decide to go. So, here's the question. Would you take this simple, bulletproof adventure machine over a high-tech, feature-packed bike? Or do you think the KLR is finally starting to fall behind? Drop your thoughts below.